Nikolai Nizalov has put his studies on hold at Cambridge University, no less, to help fight with troops or be with troops in Ukraine. Nizalov is in his first year studying, or was in his first year, studying natural sciences, but is now helping treat injured fighters. And he's currently working with small volunteer combat drone teams. It's quite a change from Cambridge. Nikolai joins me now, as you see. Welcome to you. What possessed you to go there?
I'm Ukrainian. I might not be by nationality, but I am by culture. My parents are from Ukraine and my friends and family are out here fighting. I just wanted to join them.
Nicola, how different is the reality on the ground as you see it from the way it's reported here in the UK?
British media portrays it in a very tame way, which is understandable because you don't want to see the horrific events that are happening here in full graphic detail. I have been on the front lines. I have completed a successful mission yesterday. I know what it feels like to be out there with shells falling either side of you.
And they are literally falling each side of you. I mean, you are that close to the front line.
Yeah, so the closest we came was about 8 kilometres to the enemy positions, maybe 6, because we're not too sure.
Yeah. And when you say we, tell us a little bit about your comrades in arms, who they are, whether they're from abroad, ultimately abroad like you, what their aims and objectives are, and to what extent they're able to contest this fight with their Russian adversaries.
So we're a volunteer unit that specialises in building and operating drones that will be delivering humanitarian supplies to areas where humanitarian corridors cannot be established. Right now we're experiencing some technical difficulties due to strong Russian jamming, and we have already lost one drone. But we are working on a technical solution to fix that.
Wow. I mean, I said you're studying, did I say, was it natural sciences, right? Natural sciences,
yes.
So you've got a science background, which presumably is one reason you're with the unit you're with.
It has come in quite helpful.
Having covered a couple of wars myself, Nikolai, you were aware at the time that you see your tiny little sector, and actually very often it's the people who are thousands of miles away, far away from the discomfort and privations of the front line, who've actually got the bigger picture. But from your perspective, how is this war going? From where we are, it looks like stalemate. What are you seeing?
Russian troops stand no chance. The only difference, the only real thing that matters is how many civilians will die, because Russian troops don't discriminate between soldiers, civilians, humanitarian workers, medics. They don't care. They send shells and mortars and vacuum bombs, stuff that has been banned by international conventions. And if the West gives us the military equipment and the heavy artillery that we require, we will finish this war. The Ukrainians have the will, they have the morale. They are strong fighters. I have experienced it. The comrades I'm fighting with, there is nothing that can motivate a person more than fighting for your own homeland, fighting for your own kids, your own family.
Nicola, I don't know how long you've been out there for. I just wonder, it may be a very difficult, if not impossible question to answer, but just how long it takes to acclimatise to the barbarity of what now surrounds you. I have no idea about your life back in the UK. I understand you were born in Ukraine, moved about 10 or so years ago to the UK. But obviously, Cambridge University, rarefied, slightly ivory tower life, belonging to a generation which, rightly or wrongly, seen as inclined towards being snowflakes. How long did it take you to acclimatise to this hideous new reality that you find yourself in?
I'm still not acclimatised because the stuff that Russians are doing is it's beyond belief. It's a genocide. How can you get acclimatised to a genocide? I have no answer for that.
No, and there isn't one, is there really? Just tell us a little bit about the authorities, the university authorities back in the UK. I mean, do they smile on what you're doing? Are they pretty neutral about it? Come back next year, you can retake your year. How does it work?
They say they're going to be very supportive. but recently I've come across a hurdle where I applied for some additional funding, but they denied my request, which was rather interesting of them, how they say they're very supportive of Ukrainian students, and then they set up a fund specifically for students that are affected by the Ukrainian conflict. They award those funds to Russian students as well, but I haven't been awarded it.
How long, Nikolai, do you think you're going to be there for?
Until the win.
Nikolai Nizalov, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much indeed for it.
Can I just mention that I'm raising funds for my unit, and all the details of my fundraiser are on my social media, which you can find by searching my name. It's very important work that we do, and all of this is funded from our own pocket, but those pockets have become empty.
Those pockets need filling. Understood. Nikolai Nizalov, appreciate your time. Thanks very much indeed.